Wordsmith, the #1 platform in the UK where black music meets bars, meets message. Don't watch the industry, we are the mainstream. Wordsmith, exclusively on Gotkosh TV. Peace and blessings, kings and queens. You done know we are here once again. And as you know, we have to keep our finger on the pulse of everything what go on in the community. It's Gotkosh TV right here. My name is Shakara for those who may not be aware. And we are going to be discussing the event that has come to be known as the Battle of Trafalgar. For those who may not be aware, Black Lives Matter cancelled the march. The man them said we're still going down there. We went down there and a whole gang of white racists came to attack us, yeah? The sisters and the brothers that were in the place. And we're going to be speaking to one of the brothers who was in the space at that moment in time alongside myself and many others, kings and queens. He goes by the name of Bate Nate. Blessings, family, first of all.
You good?
I believe this is your first time on Gotkosh TV.
Yes.
So welcome to the team.
First appearance, man, but I love what you lot are doing, man.
Give thanks, I appreciate it. Let's start from the beginning, bro, yeah? Like, what brought you down to Trafalgar Square on that day?
Do you know what it is, my bro? Like, I've grown up, like, in a family, like, we've always never denied, like, black first before everything. You know what I mean? The whole mentality of my mum to my pops, my family has always been a black betterment kind of thing. Always do this for yourself and for your people. So I've never been down with the Black Lives Matter movement because I know the background and the strength of it. But I love the statement of Black Lives Matter. So my whole point is the way the whole world was getting behind it. I didn't want to do another march where it was just on deaf ears. You know what I mean? March today, next month with RIP t-shirts again. So I never went. But when this happened, I just saw, like, no disrespect to anyone who follows that, but I saw a coalition of what Tommy Robinson was doing and what Black Lives Matter was doing, in a sense of you're putting out this and that and then cancelling on the people. You can't cancel being black. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hearing people are still going out there. So my whole thing was this. We're out here, I've come from a place admittedly of being in the hood and you're beefing this guy for that. Your own brother, your own sister, whatever. So if I'm ready to do that, or I was doing that, no matter what I'm doing in my life or in my career, like I said, I'm black first. I'm never gonna let a minority of my people go down there and get touched or feel like oppressed. This is like 2020, that's not happening. So I went down there, and my whole thing of being down there was be around my brothers and sisters, do our peaceful protests, and we demonstrated realness, you know what I mean, and self-defense if needed, if necessary, but we won't be moved, you know what I'm saying, and that's the whole thing. And that's why I went down there, to show strength, and I was loving the fact when I went down there, it weren't just of me, there were other people with the same mentality, like strong women, strong sisters with their kids, and I felt empowered, you know what I mean, and that's what I feel like that should be what Black Lives Matter is about. You know what I mean? The people who actually care come out. You know what I mean? And we as black people are so nice, like I was saying before, we're so nice in everything that we make, that we invite everyone in. And it's like that day felt like it was just a black power thing. It was there because it's black power. You're not there for the I held a sign up saying Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? I'm a white guy, or I'm the Asian guy against racism. This was for black power. You know what I mean? And I love that. That's what it was for me. You know what I mean?
Done now. Alright, cool. Full disclosure, family, yeah, we're from the same ends here, so that man's, you get me? I have to understand that, you get me? So put that out there, you know what I mean? East London, West End, you don't know. We're not gonna go no further than that. Alright? What's it called? Yeah. So, alright, so obviously, man's down there, yeah? Now, we was there, and I'm going to put something to you. Just tell me if your observation is the same as mine. I got there and there was, a number of black people there, a few non-black people there, but everything was blessing it. Man was talking on the mic, people was listening, you had an auntie that was speaking, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, and everything there, you get me? So reasoning was going on, but everything was very peaceful.
Very.
All right. So now, at a point now, it got not so peaceful. What from your perspective, changed the vibration?
Bro, I'll never forget this.
Right.
We was all sitting, rallying, joining arms, whatnot.
Yeah.
Listening to the sister and brother catacomb.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
One white guy come running through.
Yeah.
And the police tried to stop him, but he ran through on his own with his missus.
Right.
Coming in.
Yeah.
That's when I knew.
Right.
It's on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we remember we're brothers in arms. We've got people here to protect.
Yeah.
So we was on the thing of stand ground, stand ground. Couple brothers. There's some things I won't say on the camera pending investigation.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? But there was some brothers who was full on this. What, you're coming for me? We'll get you before you run back to your crew. And then it's once we went round that corner, that's when I said, this is real. That day there, my brother, I've been through so many things. I've never felt so, this is life or death than that day. And I've come from it, like, again, there's things I won't say, but I've come from it, like, when I've seen death in the face. That day there, it felt like, for one, myself, and for two, responsibility of the people around. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that was the motivation for the 200 people of us what was there. That was the motivation of us, the strategy and the love the brother next to you, love the sister next to you, protect them by any cause. You know what I mean? And I think that got us through. It was a weird day. From like tears come from my eyes from the first time they ambushed us. The amount of them I saw, I felt this is England in 2020. This is what really going on.
No, it was mad. It was mad. Like, saw hundreds of men just like turn up out of nowhere from different angles. Crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
And if we never had that 300 Spartan mentality that day, things would have gone left.
Definitely.
100%.
Definitely.
Remember, we was against cans of smoke, bottles,
fireworks, my G. Yeah, it was peak. You know. All right. So that happens now. Yeah. Now, obviously, so I'm putting that out there because Mandem was there, weren't troubling nobody. Trouble come find me, innit?
Right.
So posting up had to go on. Yeah. All right. Cool. So that takes place. Yeah. Now there's a different thing now. We got caught now because we went home at 5 o'clock, innit? Like everyone started to walk towards the station and everything there. Yeah. But like, I don't know what station. All right, so obviously we started to duck here. It was around 5 o'clock. We're walking down to Waterloo station. Heads are trying to go home and them thing there. You get me? We get out to Waterloo station. The thing block off. Yeah. So like, you know, bare things are going. Like it's getting peak outside the station, isn't it? Yeah. So and obviously, like we've seen a lot of footage. Most of the stuff that came out of that day in terms of news media has come up that point. Yeah. At the Waterloo. You know what I'm saying? Station thing, yeah? From your observation, what happened at Waterloo Station?
Again, like, okay, so with the Waterloo thing, I have to tell you the build-up of it. It was trying to get everyone to get home to the station safe.
Yeah.
That was the main thing.
That was the main thing.
Because we was hearing that it's at pubs, around the edges. This is from police.
Yeah.
So we marched like it was carnival. Like, together. The Waterloo Station thing is what they're talking about in my case. You know what I'm saying? Of being there and being attacker when it was a whole sticky situation of what I saw was a bunch of EDO members chilling with bottles and whatnot, and they've come running towards the brothers who was marching. And they were so brave, like they ran straight into the crew. The crew done their self-defense thing, and then the police got involved. When the police got involved, it was a whole next story. A whole next story where now we're getting put as the oppressors against the police, when really, what really happened was you missed a whole chunk of it and saw an aftermath of the majority of people who was there stamping on this guy or stamping on that guy, and you went to protect these guys, and they're still running past the police out the station trying to get past. I tried to remain humble. Like I said in my police interview, I remained humble. I didn't put hands on no one. You know what I'm saying? I kept myself clean. We kept ourselves in the protest. We've got soldiers and rebels out there for that who remained masked up, and you'll never see them. And that's a reason why we have to do that, is because, again, for the self-defense, I go on this Black Panther mentality, like, if we've got the team out there to keep the team safe, we do have the soldiers. They will be in balaclavas and bandanas, and if you do test it, they will jump out. You know what I'm saying? And they was there doing their bits. And we had a position of who we was to do our bit.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Everyone played their position. And that's what the police, like in the interview, for instance, they don't get this. You know what I mean? They feel like, okay, Bate, artist, this guy, you was there, you're throwing hands, nah. I've got a position of power to me. You know what I'm saying? We don't out here telling people, beat up this guy if he's coming. If he comes and tries to violate you and your person, feel free. You have the right to do your self-defense. That's how we have to roll it. And I feel like that's what I mean. We can't be walking on eggshells and being scared of getting arrested. Because at every point of that day, from when I come off the train, I knew there was a point I could get arrested.
No, definitely.
I'm distinctive. I knew there's a point I could get arrested. You feel what I'm saying? So I didn't go, like I said, I'm black first. I didn't go there with no mentality of eggshells. We was here because we're black first and we come to support our people and back down from nothing. And that's where it was. You know what I mean?
So my thing this now, because obviously man got down to Waterloo, couldn't get in. I got one of my youngers with me, like he's like, you know, man's got to get him home to his mother and everything there. So man's concerned, I'm trying to get out, So then we tried to go to a next station, block off. Next station, block off. So it's like everywhere's block off, innit? So nobody can go home. Like you said, here's we're trying to get home, everybody home safely. There's nowhere to go, and there's an attack taking place at the same time. So there's obviously a situation right now that is built, for passer, and monumental levels of passer, All right. So let's get to the next thing now, because you mentioned the police many times, Now, interestingly, you were not arrested on that day.
No.
You were arrested after that day.
3 weeks later.
3 weeks later. Yeah. Okay. So let's walk us through what happened.
So basically, the day is done. Like I said, we've played our positions as people. We've had conversations with police. How are we gonna get out here? How respect is involved, leading the march of the people out. We're getting all go this way. Everything was cool. Had conversations with you. You know what I'm saying? What I'm not gonna be is responsible for every black male who was out there who felt oppressed and felt they had to throw hands. I'm not gonna be the scapegoat for you. And this is where it comes down to it, because my face was in certain pictures and I tried to avoid the camera so much that day. You know what I mean? But it was, oh, you're here, okay, let me show them here. Alright, safe. But it was never a clout or for nothing. The whole point of me going there was like, I'm here for the people. Leaving that day, I felt everything was nice, my brother. I felt like we come out, we showed out. They oppressed us. The people who throwed hands. Self-defense.
Yes, sir.
No problems. I get home, it's 3 weeks, 2 weeks in, I'm seeing my pictures being plastered all over Crime Watch, Crime Stoppers, national newspaper, Sky News. Remember, I have fans and followers. They messaging me. I went through a whole process of when are they coming? And people like tagging me in pictures and that. And this is why I feel like the police was trying to gather information. When it comes to someone like me, someone else is gonna have footage of this guy. Let's build up a case. And they come for me 3 weeks later. And when they've come, they're saying they're looking for clothes that you may have had this day. They're showing me interviewing pictures of blurry pictures and this we think this is you, but okay, if you've got that, charge me then. You know, like that. If you've got that against me, charge me then. That's how my mentality is. I'm not scared of, I'm not with the mentality of going to jail, whatever. I'm just not scared of it. Like when I come, I do things with reason. So anything I know, consequence. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not scared of you telling me this is going on, that I've been through it many times. If you've got that evidence, charge me. If not, let me go. And that was my whole vibe. Told them in a prepared statement, I did not, like, we acted in self-defense and everything. What you're saying is untrue. You get me?
Let me ask a question. Did they give you a reason for the arrest?
The reason of the arrest was GBH and public, what is it? Public
order offense.
Public order offense. So this is what was funny, like, well, not funny, but a public disorder was what I found out. My solicitor found out everyone else was being charged for. They put on GBH onto me. But I had a bottle in my hand.
That means anything though, bro. I've been arrested on public order, It don't, like, anything they say you do, you get me? Can't be public order, innit? So yeah.
It's one of them ones though, bro. I just feel like I feel like they're trying to make an example. You know what I mean? The things they've got of pictures there's some of them's not even me. I've not denied that I was there, but I'm saying to you, I never done no attacks on EDL members.
Right.
I never led. They've said that I led groups out to attack EDL members, which is all untrue. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've got a Facebook group with over 6,000 people on it, which expose racist black betterment, and we put out the bulletin to come there. So they're using that to say we've rallied up people. You know what I'm saying? The whole conspiracy kind of thing, bro. And I'm just not gonna be that guy for it. I promised myself I'm not gonna talk on it while it was still heated up.
Right.
The way I'm still not got my stuff, my possessions back. They still haven't got no evidence, and they will have no evidence to charge me because what they're saying is untrue.
Right. So they haven't actually charged you with anything yet.
I'm out right now on release pending investigation. No bail. So it's like I've never been arrested. But what they're hanging over me is we can arrest you anytime.
Anytime, yeah.
They're telling me we advise you not to go into any more protests.
Right.
So these are the kind of things where they're trying to get public figures who's got audience to simmer down. You get what I'm saying? It's all part of the. We went out there to protect the blackness. Systematically got arrested for being black again. And this is the whole problem. You feel what I'm saying?
So how do you feel like in any way intimidated? Like if there's a next thing, a protest, march, demonstration, whatever it is.
I feel like now I have to just go there as just, all right, Bate Nate's here. I have to just go there as that. Rather than be the guy like, oh yeah, we know who he is, but let's put this picture out. I just have to go there and just say I'm here. So anything and just so people, I need the cameras on me now. Like, I feel like I tried to do everything before so it weren't for the clout. Come there for black. I didn't want to be on camera. I don't want to take that picture. I took pictures in groups. Yeah, cool. I'm here. Oh, let me take a cool, quick. But I weren't that guy that day. I didn't come here for that. But I feel like now I have to go there and be as vocal as Mega Man was, as Raspet was, because it's like, unless I do that, they're gonna put me in this kind of thing. Oh, he was there. We know what your pass is like. 2 and 2 make 5. Like, this is what I feel, and I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm not gonna be that guy. You know what I mean? All the advice not to go to next rallies and that. Why would you advise me not to do that?
Why do you think they said that to you?
Because again, if something goes down and they see my face or whatnot, I feel like they'll pin it again. Here we go again. Have another case because of the last one. That's why again they won't release me with bail. They'll just release me with everything. We can arrest you anytime. Something else happens. I'm waiting for people who was at the battle in Trafalgar to be at Brixton or to be at. You get what I'm saying? They're waiting for that. Like, we have to start thinking smarter and strategy in what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like the marching and everything is great, but let's start thinking strategies of past that. Let's keep some people off the streets who we need behind the camera or we need for being that voice. You know what I mean? We can't all play that position of the soldier, the general, the voice, because we'll end up being jail cells, political prisoners. You know what I mean? We've seen it happen how many times, so let's strategize it. We've got a big flow going now. Let's do it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, King.
That's what I feel.
Yes, King. Well, family, like you've heard it here. We just thought it was important to get the voice of a brother who was there at the events and who, you know, has been pursued since, Because what happens, bro, enough times, you know, these things, we forget about them. They die down once the hype is dead. But then there's a few people that are still having to deal with the repercussions of, you know what I'm saying? So it's important that we keep it in the people in mind, do you know what I'm saying? And we appreciate you watching. So whenever you see like the name Bate Nate, make sure you support the Ting family, you know what I'm saying? Show the brother some love. Alright, Bate Nate, so obviously you said you got a group with 6,000 people in it, so man's obviously got an audience. But some of our audience may not know the man, So for those who are new to Bate Nate, who is Bate Nate?
So Bate Nate, myself, I'm a I would say a rap icon influencer. I set trends. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
I do fashion also, influencing for big brands. From Fashion Nova to independent brands like Oil of London, my peoples. That's what I try and do, bring the people up independently. And that's like this is what I try and show in my side of like a black betterment thing. Because I'm independent. everything I do is independent contracts,
Right.
and I'm trying to show that
Right.
to the youth. Them, you
Yes,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yes,
At the
yeah.
same time, as
Yes,
being
yeah.
a youth,
Yes, yeah.
show what we can do out here. Alternatives, man. I'm all about alternatives, and I feel like that's what makes me different, rather than anyone who could say, yeah, you come from the roads, you do that, you do this kind of thing. I do everything. I'm branding myself. I think it's important for young black people to brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, King. All right. So how long you been doing the music thing?
Music. My dad was a musician, or is a musician. So like, I'm a youngest of 5 older brothers. I've been doing it from like the age of 5.
Right.
There's videos of me playing out in front of rich white folks.
Yes.
Getting like peas. You know what I mean? Like, so I can read and write music from young.
Okay.
So my favourite artists vary from Prince, Michael, Isley Brothers to Tupac, Max B.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it varies, man. So that's what I try and install.
Right.
That's why I don't just do a one side of music. When
Right.
you hear my tunes, it's different, it's distinctive.
Right.
I might use a melody, I use my voice as an instrument. The bars that I'm talking about is different.
Yes,
Lyrically, I'm still doing up-to-date music, but lyrically, when you break it down, it's a different
thing.
You know what I mean? I ain't talking about the same old. I could, because I've lived it. More than half of these rappers have, and that's like street history. Before music, people knew who I was. You get it? But I'm trying to use this now, use that name, and use what I've got now as something positive. As I was saying, like, from the dark came the light, my life story. I'll always show. I never regret the past. I'll always show it. It's not an L, it's a lesson for me.
Yes, King.
But the future is what I'm about, and I keep on showing people nothing but a success story.
Most
That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the reality is that when we're looking at a story like this, you realize that either way, whatever you're doing, they're gonna try and find you in it, right? So my next question then is: did you get the impression when you were arrested that those who arrested you and were dealing with you, that they were already familiar with who man is?
This is 100%.
Right.
100%. And I feel like they even know it so much to the officers they sent in. Middle-aged black woman who's calling me sweetheart and darling, to the younger sister who's around my age who's tried to dress all cool and piercings everywhere. They know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's all like I said, it's all a systematic thing. And more for them sisters to fall for that. You know what I mean? And try and get the brother when you know what was going on that day, but you're trying to get me in shackles and cells because of for being black. More for you. You know what I mean? And you're playing into the position that the police love to see black people do against each other. It's don't just stop and start from the street. You get what I'm saying? That stuff is in businesses, like in workplaces. They'll put, you got a white boss, oh yeah, well, you got a competition this month to see who gets the highest things. You're going against your brother. It's a whole thing. Like, we're built to be like that. You know what I mean? And I feel like I break the chain of that. I break the chain of that in the business sense, because I'll go to my brother who's got his independent thing and I say, let me put that in my video, rather than Nike, rather than Adidas. I don't buy that shit no more. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get my brother's thing. Let me wear your t-shirt, your jumper. You know what I'm saying? I'm in fashion. People see me at Fashion Week actively. So when I go there wearing your stuff, that's people seeing you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. We have to do this black betterment thing. And I feel like a lot of people are scared, like I said, when they hear black betterment, they think, oh, it's anti-white, or these guys are black supremacists. Like, no, like, I just want to have the same, and I want my people to have the same that the white man's had, the Jews had, the Asians had. Like, yeah, I want an economy of owning stuff. I want to be a boss. You know what I'm saying? Rather than rent out the barbershop, let me own that and put other brothers on. I don't understand the problem with it. And this is what we have to start doing, I feel. But like I'm saying, it's hard to get the balance of it, doing popular stuff and then doing this revolutionary stuff. Right. And that's why more time I sit back and leave it to brothers like you and respect and you know what I'm saying? Like Mega Man will say the same thing. Maybe he's not as much in it as me now. He's had that time. But if he was in the Soul Solid times and he was trying to do this revolutionary thing, he would end up in the cells long time ago. Public enemy #1. You've seen it happen how many times? Tupac, perfect example. You know what I'm saying? From you come in the game, we're watching you because of who your mum is. Like, there's things that people have to do history of. And I feel like coming from a situation where they expected you just to be a failure and showing them something different, and now you're trying to bring other black brothers in that same thing. That's where you become a target. Right. You get what I'm saying?
So you feel like that's the bigger thing than man was at the protest.
Yeah, 100%.
You get me? Yeah.
They would love me not to be there. Look how much artists have come out and said something for Black Lives Matter and folded because they've been police pressured. Dutchavelli is another one. Like you was gonna get recalled to prison because they said that you was at Black Lives Matter protests. Your sister come out who's famous and said something. Now all of a sudden you're alright. Now you're saying stuff against Wiley. Now it's all like, to me, is this is what they want man to do. Again, go against each other. And when people are just spitting the grain, like people are spitting the truth and getting persecuted for it. People acting and doing truthfulness and righteousness and getting persecuted for it. So what am I supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? There's no like hiding the fact like the Jews got money back from their whole genocide, but we still ain't got shit. There's no lying away from that we finished paying the taxmans for slaves in 2015. Like people don't get this. So when people coming out saying stuff, man, for realize, man ain't just talking because he's trying to be anti-cent or whatever or racist. Like he ain't talking from that. He's talking from being a black man and being starved. You get what I'm saying? And that's what this is what it is. Even in the group, my brother, anti-racist group, started off against racism against black people. I'm seeing more white people in there than black people. Black people are scared walking in eggshells to put statuses up in my group, which I've made for black betterment because they don't want to upset the mass, which is the white people. That's real life. That make me come out and look like the bad guy in my own group because I'm saying black people stand up. Don't be scared to say what you need to say. You get it? Yeah. And this is the problem.
Yeah, fam. Let me ask you a question. You see, on the day though, the Battle of Trafalgar, how organized do you think them white youth were?
All right. So, I think it was everyone who was there and who lifted a finger in their side, premeditated. Right. Premeditated. If you're gonna charge anyone on that side, you have to do it for conspiracy, premeditated, everything, because you organized it through Tommy Robinson and your football hooligans to come down there and come and protect the statues. Unfortunately for you, you didn't make it to the statues. You couldn't make it to the statues. There's too much Spartan brothers there for you even to come down there. But you come on the organization to come down to start trouble. That's facts. And when they got there, they was all over the place because they saw the strength in what we had, and that shambled their whole organization. But they come down in numbers through WhatsApp groups and Facebook groups, and what they think we was doing, that's what they was on. So I do feel like they was organized in the sense of, let's meet here. How would you all get there at the same time? They had their premeditated groups. There's White Lives Matter groups on Facebook, infiltrating my group, coming in and taking my pictures, posting it in there like it's real life. You get what I'm saying? So this is what I mean. Like people have to realize, like, as much as the police have to realize, as much as they feel like black people are doing this and we're acting out aggressively, these guys do this on a daily. There's football hooligan matches, they fight each other we don't even know about. You get what I'm saying? So let's not brush nothing underneath the carpet, man. We come down for peaceful protests and protect ourselves. You know what I mean? We're not gonna back down from what we have to say. Let's carry on our rally. Why not? We're on a run. Let's not dampen our run for Tommy Robinson. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole vibe on it.
No, I hear that. So in that respect, based upon what you saw, just as a community, like if we're in a situation like that again, what do you think we need to do in order to maximize the levels to which we're able to protect ourselves?
Okay, so I feel like there needs to be more, like first and foremost, I feel like people need to put their real feelings out there. Like if you're really for this black betterment and the black power thing, you should be at every march that we organise and do, whether it doesn't have a BLM title on it or not. That's first things first. And I think the organisation will come from real people being in a situation and talking it out. We've got the same objectives and goals, so let's have a conversation. You get what I'm saying? And that's the growth. Like, this is the first day I've met you, but I've seen you in Speaker's Corner. I'm rated. These men like you lot have become like celebrities in my head. When I see you, I was like, oh my man. The same as like the others I've seen up there. So it's like you man have been standing up and doing this thing from ages ago. I've had that mentality. I ain't stood up and said it. I've been doing my thing. So when I come there, the organisation ain't coming from me because I've got the fan base and the popularity. I'm going to you and I'm saying, what do you need me to do? That's something we have to organise. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's the best way. If I come in just because I'm like, and start saying, yeah, well, I'm taking over because people can listen to me. No, let's do this strategize. I'm not the guy with the best ideas. You know what I'm saying? It's been, let's keep it real. And I feel like that's what will grow us. You know what I mean? Because we can march and we can protest as we've been doing for Martin Luther King days. Them songs they sang are now classics. You know what I'm saying? So we need to have a next step. And the next step has to be listening, bettering ourselves within our own selves to keep our growth going. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Well, I want to come back to your arrest quickly, and then we'll wrap up the thing, yeah? In that respect now, how did you get arrested? Did they come to your door? Did they kick off your door? Like, or knock on the door or what?
So basically, I've got a flatmate in my house. They've come, I'm in my room. They've come to that, well, this is what they said now. They've come to the room saying, does Billy live here? I said, so why did you let them in? No one from Billy lives here, so why did you let them in? Can we come in? Oh, they said the startle and the shock of them. I still don't. You know, some people ain't from where we're from and don't know how to deal with police. You get me? The area I won't expose where I live. And the flatmate I've got in there is not from our surroundings. So it's a whole different wall. They see police and like, oh, you're working, I'm a civil citizen. You get what I'm saying? Oh, can I come in? Yeah. Offer you a cup of tea kind of one. That kind of shit. So I'm sitting in there and I'm hearing a knock on my door. I just was off the phone to Aspect. Literally, like, the reason that we didn't even finish the convo, it was like, someone's calling me, let me call you back. So that, my brother. And we was discussing about me being wanted, legal representation. You know what I mean? There was a law firm that was trying to represent us. I said, all right, cool, let's chat. He was on the phone for like an hour. As soon as I let go of the phone of him, doors knocked. We're looking for Billy. I'm like, what are you talking about? Who are you? Can we see your ID? Since I've gone down the stairs and there's 12 officers in my house. And like, okay, 12 officers
to arrest you alone?
Just me alone. Okay. And they've parked around the corner. This is where I go back to say, they know who I am. They know who I am. The cases I've been arrested before, they know how to come for me. It's either going to be the door licked off or we're coming in double figures numbers. You know what I'm saying? They're searching around my yard in places that I'm not present. You're breaking the law. You know what I'm saying? You're finding things that in places I'm not present. How do you know you didn't put that there? I'm not an idiot to the law. So I'm just keeping quiet. And when I bring that up in my interview, now that can't be evidence. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with someone, police, so you know, and you should know, you're dealing with someone who knows their thing. So when you come for me properly. Don't come with no scapegoat, no loose lips, none of that. Like, you need straight, big evidence. And the way that I move and the way we calculated with everything, we don't move like idiots. You know what I mean? Like I said, play your position. You're not going to see me talking up and then be on the battlefield every time.
Yes, sir.
You're not going to see that. You get what I'm saying? And this is what we have to do. Like I said, there's rebels for that.
Almost there.
You know what I mean?
So how long did they detain you for?
I was in there for like 12 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I guess most of that was just you in a cell.
Just me in a cell. Just me in a cell trying to crack me down. Coming, trying to talk. Is there anything else you want to say? Because my solicitor, the way they're doing it is through video. So they feel that they can come and say extra stuff because my solicitor's not there. You break the rules. That's what they do, break the rules.
Right.
You know
so wait, you never had a solicitor?
I had a solicitor. No,
right.
I had a solicitor.
But they're not in the room with you?
Because of COVID,
the
way that we have to do the interview, the solicitor can't come to the station.
Right.
So now it's by video, by laptop. So now the police feel they can come in. Do you need any water?
Yeah.
What? There's some up? No, don't ask me nothing extra. You know what I mean? Just give me my water and bounce. And that's the attitude I had, what had me there for hours.
How did your solicitor receive the arrest and the charge?
It's laughable, my brother. It's laughable. Like I said, the evidence they've got against me, the pictures, the so-called pictures, which is me of someone holding this and doing that. It's not me. Like how many times I don't have to say like it's not me. And any picture that you've seen of me, I'm not denying that I was there. But what you're saying of me forming people to attack EDL members forcefully, it's not true. Any attacking was from EDL. I say this again for the camera, for the police who will watch this. Any attacking that you see coming from EDL, coming on that day was from EDL.
Right.
Any self-defense was coming from the brothers and the sisters there. The police was protecting us that day, standing in front of us. They wasn't fighting us, they was going against EDL. Let's have it right.
No, most of. So in that respect then, like when it comes to you being released and your solicitor, are there any things that you are doing to proactively address the situation? Are you finding any complaints, or are you just waiting until?
This is all like someone in my position, bro. This is all I can do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like right now, they've done it smart where they've not bailed me, and they don't have a time limit. So it's like
anything can go.
You know what I mean? So filing a complaint again, I know the law. If I'm not on bail, then why would I file a complaint? To them, it's like, well, you're a free man. If you find anything, we're coming for you, but you're not on bail. So you don't have no time limit. That's the scary thing. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing I can do is do interviews like this. Talk to the brothers, you know what I mean? And it's one of them ones, I have to make my own decision if I'm gonna go to these rallies. But then again, like I said, positions of power, the brothers might tell me, don't come this one. Be that guy when we talk about it after. I'm good with that, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, King. All right, love that, King. Well, fam, I want you to let people know where they can find you, because obviously, like, some people will know who you are, as you said, some people won't. But we want to make sure that the man them and the woman them and everybody's here to support you when necessary. So where can the people then find you?
So YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, my name's the same on everything. It's Bate Nate H, like BATENATEH. Literally everywhere. Spotify as well. Like we've got my brand, like I say, we've got my own brand coming out. We're just trying to do good things, man, like trying to bring people on, keep it independent and keep it fresh. Like you'll never see nothing boring in the lifestyle I'm living, but at the same time you'll always see certain strength behind it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we run and roll it.
Kings and Queens, Bate Nate, Battle of Trafalgar. Make sure you stay in tune. Make sure you support the brother. And no doubt, if there's anything that you need to know with regards to this particular situation, keep it locked to Gotkosh TV, because we will make you know. Always remember, you ain't got nothing if you ain't got kush.
Love for having me, my bro.
There was empires in Africa called Kush, Timbuktu, where every race came to get books. My success to you, even if you wish me the opposite. Sooner or later, we'll all see who the prophet is.